Hi, I'm Armie Hammer, and we will now be doing the GQ action replay for Call Me By Your Name.
Later. Ciao.
Okay, so this bus was old as hell. It worked most of the time, but because of its age, it didn't have air conditioning. And we shot this scene towards the end of the movie. We shot a lot of it chronologically. So this came towards the end of the movie when it actually was hot. The rest of the movie was freezing, and we had to pretend like it was hot while running around in little tiny shorts and open shirts. It was actually really cold. And this day, it was just stifling in that bus. Okay. There's no way this bus actually drove these narrow dirt roads. They look great. They're well shot, but that bus would not have survived that.
I built your walls around me.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard this song, and I still dig it. Okay. Yeah, so this scene where we are running up the mountain on these trails, there were no actual hiking trails or anything like that. We're just running through kind of wilderness. It happened to also be wilderness full of stinging nettle. So the screams of joy and exuberance were actually us being stung to death by nettle. Slipped, yeah. Thanks for keeping that in there, Luca. It was a lot steeper than it looks on film, so sprinting up and down this thing was exhausting. And you could tell in almost all the takes that we start off a lot faster than we finish, because you would just be panting by the end of it. It's beautiful though. We are literally screaming ow there. Okay, so this waterfall is not actually a waterfall. It's a hydroelectric dam, and they only open the floodgates for it once a year or something like that to let off pressure. Luca got a hold of the people that did it, or that ran the dam, and said, we need a waterfall and we want to shoot it at this location. Can you guys open up this dam? And they said, well, yeah, of course we can. We have to do it, to let off the back pressure, the water and all that stuff. And he said, great, so we'll just do it a couple of times. And they go, no. We can open it one time, and then the water's out, and then it's kind of done. So the pressure was really on to get this right. Yes. Oh, okay. So this, where I turned to look at the camera, we only had one take to get it. And Luca was really insistent on getting a very specific thing. And he came up to me right before, and everybody had been stung by nettle, everybody had carried up gear, everybody was really tired. It was a long day of just hiking. And to be perfectly honest, everyone was in a really shitty mood. And Luca comes up to me and he goes, I want you to think about the possibilities of impossibilities. And I said, what? And he goes, think about the possibilities of impossibilities. And I was like, look, you're the director. I want to give you what you want, but I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, just do it! Bang! And he hit me kind of like that with both of his fists. And we both stood there for a second looking at each other, and he realized that he just hit me and just went and turned around and walked away. And he said that as soon as he turned around, he was convinced that I was going to attack him from the back and just tackle him. I didn't, thankfully, because we did still have more to shoot. But we did the take, the one time we could do it, and he was like, you nailed it, and then walked away. And I'm not sure if he actually said that I nailed it or if he just wanted me to not press charges. Another slip. Yeah. And then at the end of that, everybody was soaked because of the amount of water. It was just like a deluge of water that came down. So by the time we got down to the mountain, let's just say the moods were even worse. There we go. And now we're in the hotel room where he had me for a few takes, stand actually naked in the window before we realized a lot of people were standing outside in the courtyard, kind of looking up, watching us film. And then he was like, I don't want people to take pictures. Maybe you put on these thing. And it was like one of those cock socks or whatever you call them. It's probably not what you call them. But anyway, yeah, that's the waterfall scene, and then into Bergamo.